Hello yogis, and welcome to your flow. We're going to start today seated at the back of your mat, bringing the soles of your feet together in a butterfly diamond shape, knees bent. Soles of the feet as close or as far as you need them to be from your body. Sit bones firmly rooted down. You're sitting up tall, and then gently start bringing your upper body down, walking your hands out. And when you feel a nice stretch in your hips, trying to either bring your hands or head to a block, or just letting go of your head, letting go of the muscles in your neck, and finding stillness. You may have already noticed I'm a little self-conscious. I got Invisalign this week and have developed a lisp. I will do my best to communicate and articulate. Yoga is wonderful to help us let go of the ego, let go of what we perceive ourselves as being. So take some time right now to drop in, connect with your body. Start focusing on your breath. Cultivating a rhythm of breath that is going to nourish you throughout the practice, something that you can maintain. On the inhales, you can send your breath into your lower back and your hips. You can feel the space being created. And on the exhales, you sink a little bit deeper in the position. Noticing where your thoughts are being pulled towards, and trying to actively bring them back to this moment, to your physical self, to your breath. Perhaps you want to set an intention for your practice. Lately, I've been obsessed with the concept of growth, having a growth mindset, understanding that through challenges, adversities, through criticism, comes the better version of yourself. Understanding that intelligence isn't fixed, that you are not fixed, static, that there is always potential to dive deeper, to become more, to do better, to be that version of yourself. And so growing and welcoming the opportunity to challenge myself and to put myself in a difficult situation purposefully is the intention that I am inviting you to share with me, to carry throughout this practice and off your mat. To summarize it, I will be bringing my thoughts back to growth on the inhale, expansion, take a moment to crystallize your own intention or your rhythm of breath before we start to move shortly. We'll take a collective breath together. On 3, inhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Open your mouth, big sigh, exhale. Let it out. And then gently start walking your hands up, bringing yourself to a long, tall spine. Use your hands to bring your knees together and come into a tabletop position at the center of your mat. In tabletop, your fingers are spread wide, wrists stacked underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, toes are curled in. You can feel your belly grab with the neutral spine, slight tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, curl your tailbone up, drop the belly, open up the chest and look up. Exhale, curl the tailbone in, dome in between the shoulder blades, look in between your thighs. Inhale, open up, and exhale, curl in. Matching your movement to breath. A few rounds of cat-cow here. Warming up your spine and your neck. I'm going to flip my hands so that my fingers are pointed towards my legs to get into the wrists. And to get into all the directions of the spine, I encourage you to start making big circles with your hips. In one direction. And doing the same in the opposite direction. Bringing your hands back to fingertips facing the front. Sit your bum back on your heels. Sit tall on your heels. Maybe curling the little toes underneath to get a nice stretch in your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, bring the shoulder blades together and roll them down your spine, intending your knuckles towards the mat, creating some space in between your shoulders and your ears. Maybe doing a few more neck rolls as you breathe in here. Chest open. Let go of the bind in your hands. Maybe shake out your hands. Tapping out your feet to release the stretch and make your way into a downward dog, planting your hands firmly about shoulder width or a little bit wider, and bringing your heels towards the mat with your hips and sit bones curling towards the sky, intending for your heels to reach the mat, but your legs can be coming off a little bit. It's all about the intention. It doesn't have to look good, it needs to feel good. So pedaling out your feet here, any movement in downward dog that feels right. Pressing equally into your hands and into your feet. Feet are about hip width apart, and then come to find stillness in your downward dog. Sinking your chest in towards the mat, intending the creases of your elbows to be facing forward. Curling your sit bones towards the sky, getting that nice juicy stretch in your hamstrings. Deep breaths here. Inhale, come high up on your tippy toes. Roll like a wave into plank. Exhale, bend your knees, send your bum back, downward dog. A few more times here, matching movement to breath once more, warming up the spine and the core. On the inhale, you feel yourself getting long, growing. You pause slightly, perhaps in the top of a push-up, feeling strong. Energy comes new and fresh when you challenge yourself. Can you go slower? The next time you're in downward dog, pause there. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat, so coming in a little bit wider, and start walking your hands towards the back of the mat, bending generously at the knees, and sending your bum down. We're coming into a low squat. Using your triceps to press against the inner knee. Bring your hands into prayer, malasana. Breathing here as we open up the hips. Slight tug of the tailbone. Your spine is still long, you're facing forward. You might be a little bit higher, that's okay. Again, doesn't have to look a certain way, it should feel a certain way. If this is challenging, that is the point. On your next exhale, bring your hands towards the mat and start straightening out your legs, heel toeing them to about hip width once more, and find a ragdoll. So you have a nice bend in your knees. You're getting a release in the back of your lower back. Feeling all four corners of the feet, adding some movement here, swaying, maybe bouncing a little bit. Or just staying in ragdoll and stillness. Any variation of the arms are welcome. Press your hands into your shins. Inhale, straighten your back, straighten your legs, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Exhale, push into the mat and peel yourself up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders come up to your ears, and exhale, roll them down your spine, Tadasana pose. From Tadasana, big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, bending at the elbows, opening up the chest, maybe even a slight back bend as you look up. Inhale to reach back up, feel the expansion. And when you're ready to exhale, fold over completely. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands back out into a downward dog. In your downward dog, inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Toes pointed towards the mat, hips parallel. On the inhale, feel yourself getting longer. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest and plant the right foot down in between your hands. Drop your left knee. Find a low lunge. 90-degree angle as best you can in both legs. Feel your hips for the alignment. Keeping them parallel, perhaps bringing right hip back, left hip forward, dropping the right hip away from the ribs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sinking your pelvis down deeper, cactus the arms, open up the chest. Look up. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, this time start twisting towards the right, opening up the arms, bringing them down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist towards the left. One more time each side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Try to keep that alignment in the hips. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twisting only from the spine, not in the hips. Left side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop your hands. Take a big step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Exhale, peel yourself up all the way to stand. Shoulders up to the ears and roll them down the spine. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up your chest. Inhale, reach them back up, and exhale, fold over completely and find a downward dog. Where's your breath gone? Where's your thoughts gone? Bring them back here. It is through practice, through challenges, that we grow, that we get better. In downward dog, inhale, left leg lifts now, three-legged dog. Inhale, your heel reaches a little higher. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, drop the foot, drop your back knee, find your low lunge. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, sinking your pelvis forward, squeezing that right glute, cactusing the arms open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, start twisting towards the left, opening up the arms, bringing them down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, opposite side, twist. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, and exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, frame your left foot. Take a step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over completely. Generous bend in the knees. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Feel your strength. Inhale, rolling the shoulder blades, the shoulders up to the ears, and roll them down your spine. Take a moment here, maybe shutting down your eyes. Tuning into your breath, to your senses. Inhale, reaches the arms up, look up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold over. Take a step back, downward dog. From downward dog, inhale through plank, like a wave. And either drop the knees or start bending at the elbows. Slowly bring yourself down. Fingertips underneath the shoulders. Push and peel your upper body off the mat. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Cobra. Exhale, lower. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Curling your toes now, coming through table or plank on the inhale, and exhale, downward dog. Adding a bit more to our flow. Inhale, three-legged dog with your right leg in the air. On your next exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, drop the foot. Come light up on your fingertips. And your next exhale, push into the mat to slowly peel yourself all the way up into a crescent lunge, reaching your arms overhead. On the inhale, you feel yourself expand. Exhale, open up into a warrior 2, dropping your back heel. Back foot is now parallel with the short edge of your mat. Slight tuck of the tailbone here, staying long. Your heels are on the same track. Your right knee is intending towards your right pinky toe, and your arms are radiating towards either side. Keeping the right knee bent, inhale, flip your palm and exalt your warrior. Reach your right hand behind you. Come into a side stretch here. It's not a back bend. You're one long line. Feeling bigger on the inhale, and on the exhale, closing in, coming back to warrior 2. Take a breath. On your next exhale, drop your right forearm to your right thigh. and come into an extended side angle, reaching your left arm overhead towards the front of the mat. Not sinking too deeply into that stabilizing right hand, but engaging your side body and your core, feeling strong, inviting the challenge. On the inhale, you can feel your left arm reach a little bit more. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. Start heel toeing your back leg in and reach your right hand towards your right foot. Send your right hand just about a foot away, maybe even a little bit to either side. You're gonna work at lifting up your left foot, engaging it, and coming into a half moon. Opening up the arms, stacking shoulders and wrists. Hips are stacked. Whoops. Playing with your balance. Perhaps on the inhales, feeling yourself get so long and tall that your right hand starts to hover in your half moon. Your left heel in line with your hips, with your shoulder, with your head. Still breathing here, that same rhythm of breath. If you've lost that, you need to perhaps back off a little. And exhale, start bending into your standing legs. Step back, warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, transitioning, we're switching directions. Switch the directions of your feet. Plant your right hand beside your left foot and come into an easy twist facing the opposite end of your mat. So left hand is in the air, left knee is bent. Knee stacked over your heel. Start walking your right hand out just about a foot in front of you. Start working at sliding your back leg in towards you and then lifting it up off the mat, coming to a twisted warrior three. Left foot firmly planted, hips are parallel. The twist coming into from your shoulders. Your right toes are pointed towards the mat. Again, you're maybe feeling the difference on the inhale versus the exhale. Feeling the challenge this creates in your breath and your body. Take another breath here. And when you're ready, step your right foot next to your left and fold over completely at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Exhale, peel yourself up. Come into Tadasana, palms facing forward. Feeling the energy you've created coursing through the result of effort. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, reach them up. And exhale, fold over, find a downward dog. Take a break here. Stay in downward dog or join me for a flow. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend of choice. I'm doing an upward dog. Hips and knees lifted. Exhale, lower down. Inhale through plank or table and exhale, downward dog. And we'll do the other side. We know what to expect now. Inhale, your left leg lifts, three-legged dog. On your next exhale, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, drop the foot. Come light up on your fingertips and peel yourself up into a crescent lunge, reaching your arms overhead. Making sure your hips are aligned, either feeling your body or looking at it for its alignment. The inhale, you reach taller, and exhale, drop down into your warrior two. Relaxing the muscles in your face, focusing on your breath and your intention. Flip the left palm over, inhale, reach your left arm over and behind you towards the front of the mat. Still sinking into that left leg. Inhale and exhale, come into a warrior two. Next, exhale, bring your left forearm to your left thigh, swing your right arm over and reach it in front of you. One long line, engaging your side body, your core. Feeling strong. On the inhales, you're backing off a little bit, and on the exhale, come back to your warrior two. From warrior two, start heel toeing your right foot in, reaching your left arm towards the mat. Perhaps, I think I prefer about 1 foot ahead of my foot and a little bit more towards the left is where I'm going to aim my left hand. And when I'm feeling a little more balanced on that left leg, lifting up that right leg, stacking my hips on top of each other, trying to intend the right heel in line with my hips, and opening up my chest, stacking arms, and one long line. Inhales, I'm playing with my balance, focusing on one spot on the mat. Perhaps floating my left hand. If I engage my right foot, really flex it, it's much more easy to keep up. And on the exhale, bend into that left leg and step back, warrior two. Find your breath and transition to an easy twist. Left hand now sets down, right knee bent, facing the front of our mat once more. Reach your right arm up. We're coming into that twisted warrior three. Preparing yourself mentally. Start dragging your back leg in. Reach your left hand just about a foot in front, and then pick up your back leg, trying to maintain those parallel hips, the twist coming from the upper body. Perhaps a block can be under your left hand, bringing the mat a little closer to you. And when you're done playing, drop your left foot, bringing it right next to your right, and fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Exhale, roll yourself all the way up to stand. Tadasana. Pause here. Shutting down your eyes. Shutting down your mind. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, 90-degree angles in the arms, opening up the chest. Inhale, reach up again, and exhale, fold over, downward dog. Last option to float here. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale through back bend of choice. Exhale, lower. Curl your toes, come through plank or table, and exhale, downward dog. Drop your knees and come to sit on your bum at the back of your mat, sending your legs in front of you. We'll open them up wide. Continuing to get into our hips. Selfishly, I've been a little tight there, which is why the focus to open them up is coming now. To inhale to reach your arms up and look up. Feel tall, your sit bones grounded. And exhale, reach your upper body forward, bringing your hands to the mat and walking them out until you're ready to release the upper body, release your neck, and breathe in this wide-legged forward fold, or wide-legged fold. Slowing down your breath, slowing down our practice. For some and many, this is the most challenging part, these moments of stillness. Noticing if your mind is wandering, challenging yourself to bring it back. This is part of the process, part of your growth. Come back to the sensation, the parts of your body that are touching the ground, the mat, the parts of your skin that are exposed, the air around you, the sound of your breath, the quality. You can still feel longer on your inhales, expanding every cell, drinking in oxygen. Slowly starting to walk yourself out of it. Use your hands to guide your legs together. Scooching your bum towards the center of your mat. Gently come all the way down with your back flat on the mat and your legs out in front of you. Inhale, right knee in towards your chest, keeping your shoulder blades firmly planted. Exhale, your left hand guides your right leg towards the left in a twist. Shutting down your eyes. Breathing length in between your ribs and your hips. You have nowhere else to be. Inhale, coming back to center, right leg long. Bring your left knee in. And on your next exhale, use your right hand to guide your left leg towards the right, twisting to the other side. slowing down your breath, perhaps adding a count on the exhale. When you're feeling balanced, letting go of the twist, coming back onto your back. Reach your legs long and bring your arms alongside you, palms facing up, finding Shavasana, corpse pose. One of the most challenging postures in yoga. Can you sit in stillness? Can you sit in silence? Our intention of growth acknowledges that what we resist persists. The hard things that we don't want to do, or that we don't even necessarily give value to, are perhaps the things we most need for growth, the challenge, for what's to come after. Take a few more breaths here. Stay here longer, I encourage you to do so. Otherwise, you can start wiggling your fingers and toes to wake up your body, making circles with your wrists and ankles. Inhale, take a big morning stretch. And exhale, roll over onto either side, come into a fetal position. Taking an opportunity to say something kind to yourself, something motivating, something you would tell your friend. And gently start making your way into a seated position. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.